Alright, we are about to go peeking at the Colonel and see what he is doing. Hello? Oh, this is just a closet. You open the door to the Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he has been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Aw, stop it, stop. Oh crap, the jacket! You forgot to take it off. You decide that now is your moment to make a big move. No, too fast still, too fast. You tell him that you're cold. Feasible, but there is like a giant fireplace right here, so I think you would be able to, see through that little lie. We could fess up and tell the truth. And you know what, this is going with our honesty and integrity so far, and I think Colonel Sanders would appreciate that. So, yeah, sorry, I was snooping. You confess. Oh my, I think I've developed feelings for you. I think I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. It's happening! Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. Wait, it was a rejection? But the thought of leaving Colonel in such a midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you a pause. You stop yourself. It's okay, I would never keep you from your work, Colonel. Colonel? Yes, Mel? I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into slumber. Dream sequence! Wait, what about the dish? The dish! Oh, there goes everyone flying on fried chicken again. Oh, we slept over at the Colonel's place! Ow! Okay, you wake up to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. Oh, this is the third day. You think about the new secret ingredient you've just learned about, blank. In some jurisdictions, blank isn't even legal, but if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. Oh, wow! It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. They really lay it on thick and heavy with the food stuff. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous! My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? Do we want to take him down a peg or flatter him? I don't know why we would want to take him down a peg. I mean, he was... Like, I would do that if we weren't interested in him, but we are clearly interested in him, so let's try to flatter him. Ah, it worked. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Yes, we're gonna be his business partner! Business partner? Could he be talking about you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you could find is to run out the door and get home. Okay, me and the main character have clearly vastly different opinions. I'm like, whoa, yes, business partner, set for life, money for days. But this main character's like, oh, you don't love me for who I am. You don't actually love me, you just love food. I mean, I could see where she's coming from, but still, that's a very unnatural response. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. So you got lucky too. I've been so desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. It's okay, But now that it turns out you're fine, I could finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I could believe that. Since I've been partnered with Pop, he asked me to go out with him. Of course I told him, you better harness those wild horses, young man. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure, I could get to know the little guy. Long story short, he took me to his favorite shush house, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say shush house as if that's a thing people say? What is that even referring to? And now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Balling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. Oh my. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection, wowzers. Didn't we run out crying? What? Okay, so Miriam is not being a very supportive friend to our new BFF, boyfriend forever, Colonel Sanders. So Miriam tells you to move on from this whole Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school. I mean, not a bad point, because school is only 3 days long, but this whole game is about loving Colonel Sanders, so I don't know what her problem is. If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. These lines, seriously. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. Oh no, Colonel Sanders is splitting us up from everyone. Maybe this relationship wasn't meant to be. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You could tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dipped too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at the school. There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You got some nerve, Mel, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. Doesn't look like you could go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up, ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Mel, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? He's just being polite, jeez. But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say. It was bland. Excuse me, Mel. I am more than capable enough to speak for myself. Maybe you could tell me more about your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Mel. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Aeshleigh for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. I don't know why our character is being so clingy and, like, insecure. It really annoys me. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Aeshleigh, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Whoa, that's that book? It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it wasn't really powerful. I could think of one surefire way to find out. Oh no, please don't tell me we're gonna cast something on Aeshleigh, because that is surefire to get Colonel Sanders to hate us forever. You open a page covered with arcane warnings, cast only in case of extreme emergencies, it says around the edges of the page. I can use a spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it will probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else? Like anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger. Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Ooh, what do we do?